Hi guys, so today I am back with another video. I'm hoping that I have some originality with this one. Please. So I was looking at name meanings and I looked at my own name meaning and I was like, ooh, let me do a tutorial on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a tutorial based on my name meaning. I mean, it's not really special. So I have my little notes here. So for those who don't know, my name is Kayla, like Kayla. And the origin of my name is Arabic and Hebrew, which I didn't know. I thought it was American, you know. And the meaning is like laurel or crown. I also saw a couple more meanings where it was like pure and like keeper of keys, which I was like, I'm not pure. I do have a lot of keys. Laurel and crown because I'm a boss at everything. That's a possibility. If that's the case, then yeah, it fits me perfect. So in 2018, it was number 149, and that was based off of Nameberry. That's where I got my meaning and all of that from. And so, if you guys are interested, it's just nameberry.com, and you can look up your name. Because I had a hard time finding, like, I kept looking through sites, and it looked like Keeper of Keys and Pure, and then I found this one, which was different. So I had to give myself something to work with, so I did the Laurel and Crown meaning, because there was no way I could do the keys. I mean, there probably would have been, but my brows look all messed up, and I have, as you can see, I have some friends that showed up. Yeah, they're just gonna chill. So, yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. I'm very upset about it. And so, for primer, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. My mother is talking and she is loud, and I'm gonna anyway. So, because my family's home, and so they get very loud. Because I live at home. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. I'm back. Whew. I had to talk to my family. Tell them to stay quiet. Because I was recording. It's a very busy household. We have events to go to tomorrow. And it's hectic. Anyway. So this is the Too Faced Hangover Primer that I'm going to use today. I'm just going to pump that out, and yeah, like, I don't know where they came from, and I have this one coming in. There's no whitehead or anything. I do pop my zits. This one is like a freak situation, like like these two never happen like this. The reason why I have to pop my zits is because if I don't, they scar. And people have told me, you know, you shouldn't pop your zits, you shouldn't do that. I have to. Like, you can't really tell, but I have a scar right at my chin. I mean, if you saw my makeup at the end of the day, you could see where it creases, like, right at my chin. I had a zit sit right there. I do have a birthmark, or like a discoloration on the side of my face. I've also heard that too. I'm just using my fingertips. I know those look like alien hands, but I'm just using my fingertips to kind of smooth it out. And this is a really sticky primer, so I'm kind of excited about it because it's like, all that means is that the foundation's just going to stick better. So I am going to take 2 foundations. I am taking the Too Faced Born This Way. I thought I used this up when I made my Cancer tutorial for my Zodiac series. I thought I used it all. I think there's a little bit left. Like, when I put it under the light, it looks like there's just like the tiniest bit left. So I'm going to mix it with the Tarte face tape. I don't use this one as much. I just never fell in love with it. I'm going to keep trying it though. There's a lot of foundation. Okay. I'm just going to keep trying it and seeing like how I like it. I mean, the past couple times that I've used it, I guess it's alright, but you know. I don't know, for some reason, like, it seems like newer foundations just don't fit me as well. Oh. Is there anything in there? Oh. That was weird. I'm just going around my hand, because I think that's it. Yay! Don't worry, I have another bottle. But I'll just clean it out. Give it to a family member to use for like lotion or something, I don't know. But yeah, the Too Faced face tape is a little dark for me. It's in the shade Porcelain Sand. And the Born This Way foundation is like my exact shade. It looks really light on camera, but in person it's legit like my actual shade, and I'm kind of like, I mean, most of the time I'm the lightest shade. I don't mind. Okay, now that I have that mixed all over my hand, that's actually not a bad match. It's a little more yellow, but what else? Putting it on my face. My grandma always tells me, you shouldn't put makeup on if you have zits on your face. Well, I like makeup. I'm just using the Real Technique sponge, by the way. Forgot to mention it. Ooh. That is not a good smelling foundation. That's gross. This does not look this light in person. I have to keep saying that. But my flash is the one for my phone, because it's been really dark today. And I do have blackout curtains, and I don't like to open up my window or anything, or like my curtains, because most of the time after I get off work, I go to bed, unless for a nap. And because it's allergy season and my allergies are super bad, that's not a bad color match. It looks bad on camera. It's not that bad. Actually, let me turn on my Danielle mirror and see. Oh, well, yeah, you can tell it's not so bad now. See, sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't. Like this light on the Danielle mirror, because it's LED, so sometimes it works against you, sometimes it works to your advantage. So yeah, but so far this looks really good as a combo. Interesting. I mean, you want some full coverage. Because I remember when the Face Tape Foundation came out. After the debacle of the last one. Like, that range that Tarte came out with. They didn't even have a shade for me. They didn't have a shade for a lot of people, but it's just like, I don't know how they excluded people like that. I mean, they did come out with more shades, but even so, the formula, like, at the time, I had really oily skin. Actually, to be fair, my skin is becoming more oily because it's summertime. And it's just like, it's summertime, and, you know, obviously when it gets hot, you sweat. Oh! Foundation and dark hair does not go well for me. I already have gray hair, okay? I don't need... Okay, that's better. So this tutorial that I have in mind, it's gonna be super... Ow, I hit my knee. It's gonna be super... Not advanced. What's the word? Complicated. There we go. Complicated. I'm gonna break it down and make it so it's easy to understand. By the way, in case you couldn't tell, I take on a lot of makeup because I like to have a mask. I do. I like to have a mask, and I like to be, you know, very drag queen-esque. If you don't like full coverage, I'm sorry. If you like more natural, eventually I will do a makeup tutorial, just natural, like not so full coverage and stuff. Eventually. I am willing to try it, you know. I'm not a big fan, but I'm willing to try it. Because a lot of the times, either I wear makeup or I don't wear makeup. Like today, I just wear lipstick to my other job. People didn't notice because it was just a nude, but... yeah. I like this a lot. Like, it has the coverage of the face tape. But then it has the luminosity of the Born This Way, as you can see. Ooh, shiny. Which is actually pretty nice. You know? So see, when I go far back, it looks really bad. Oh, boy. It looks really bad. But it's not going to look like this. Okay, like, this is my skin. I'm going to make it look better, okay? It's going to look really good. Alright, now that I've blended my face for literally 15 minutes, I'm going to take this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I haven't used this in a hot minute. So I'm going to use this for underneath my eyes. I can't talk today. And I'm going to use this and just cover up all those dark circles. You know, get all of that out of there. Yes. Do the chin. Why not go full glam, you know? I'm not really going out anywhere special today. I was going to do like a graduation, like, kind of makeup look. But I feel like I missed the boat because there are a lot of graduations happening now. but I feel like I just don't know. I just don't feel like mine's tomorrow. I just don't feel like it would be good right now. Okay. I am going in with my Morphe sponge. And I'm going to blend and blend and blend. Now, I do my face beforehand if you're new. Because some people like, I don't know if they necessarily like or they find satisfying when people like blend in their concealer or when they blend in their foundation and stuff like that. But also because some people are looking for full coverage. And so this is like, I do give little tips and stuff, and a lot of my style videos are like a get ready with me. It's nice to talk, you know? You get lonely after a while. So if you talk, you know, I talk to a camera. Why not? Okay. I'm gonna take the Jeffree Star concealer in C2, which is super light, but it's actually the perfect highlight shade for me. And this is a very thin formula. Okay. And this is super pigmented, so as I'm using my products, I'm putting them away. I have a tendency to be unorganized no matter how much I try to organize myself. You know? Like I went out and went to Dollar Tree and got like, let's see, I got organizers. What else did I get? I got organizers. I got like these little, like square looking things. I can't really pick them up right now. Maybe you can see it in the back. Where my regular lipsticks are, like right here. It's like little squares. Whew. My grandfather's coughing. That's not a good sign. And then just for extra, whoops, I moved y'all. Whoa. Just for extra oomph to my eyelids, because I'm using a lot of bright not a lot of bright colors, but I am using bright colors. I'm gonna take the Colourpop concealer in the shade Fair 00, which is basically the white, and I'm gonna use that as an eye shadow primer. I'm gonna put that all the way up and blend that out, and then we can move on to powder, which I'm super stoked about. I have to make sure everything's clear. I know that this is a lot of makeup, but I love makeup. For under eyes, for my under eyes, I'm using the Jeffree Star translucent powder. This has become one of my favorites to use. I just don't normally use it. Oh, it smells good. It smells like cotton candy. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna get all the creases out, everything. Oh god, I can't talk. I'm gonna take the powder on the back of my Morphe sponge, so basically the other side, and pack it on. And I'm gonna bake under my eyes. Bake my forehead. All of the above. It smells good. It smells so good. Put this around my nose. Around my smile lines. So it doesn't crease. Whoops. Put some more powder on my lids because I feel like they're gonna crease. No matter what I use, my eyes seem to crease a lot more. I haven't found anything to keep them from creasing. Like, nothing. This is the closest thing I can get to without it creasing. It's basically concealer and powder, which is okay on it. It's okay, but it's not okay because my eyeshadows and stuff don't really come out as pigmented, and it just kind of makes everything harder just in general. So, okay. Next up for the rest of my face, I'm taking the Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Powder. This is the one all the drag queens use. And I'm going to set my face with this. Ooh, it's a lot of powder. And what I like about this powder, it doesn't change the color that much. And it does really set everything in place. See? My foundation doesn't look that bad now. I also use this powder to kind of blend my highlight powder or whatever I use for under my eyes to the rest of my face. So it kind of has that more even blend, and I also take it very lightly and I put it under my eyes. So if my highlighting powder is just way too bright, I put this over top and it kind of lessens it. But it still has that highlight. Like, you can see it's still highlighted, but it's not like so highlighted that it looks like fake. And you can also see that all those zits and stuff are gone, which goes to show how full coverage I go. And I am going to take some extra powder and put it lightly under my eyes. I gotta get some more. and put it very lightly under my eyes. To catch any fallout. You can see on camera. In person you can't really see it that clear, but there is powder under there. Okay. Now, on to colors. I am making a mess. Oh my. It's gonna be hard to clean later. Okay. Damn, I have to clean that later. Alright. We're gonna have that kind of day. Okay. So, first things first. I am going to put white eyeshadow from my brow to lid. So I am using the Ulta Beauty single eyeshadow in the shade Pure Snow. Pure as Snow. It's basically white. Now, Ulta's shadows are very powdery, but they're not bad. They're very sheer, but you can layer them, which is what I like about them. And so all I'm doing now is I'm taking this white eyeshadow and brow to lid, like I said. And I do have that excess powder that I put on earlier to keep it from creasing. I'm just going to replace it with this eyeshadow, this white. And it's not like a super pigmented white, but it's enough to brighten, which is all I need. You know, I don't need that bright white. Sometimes I like that effect, but for this look, I don't really need it. Okay, now I'm going into the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. It is still a favorite of mine. I still love it to bits. I love it so much. I do. And I am taking the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush JH32, it's hard to see, which is this one. It's the white one. Well, mine's stained. Don't worry about that. And I am going in with this top green right here. It's the lime green, which is my favorite kind of green. And I'm just taking that on the brush and putting it right into my crease. And I may need to tap it in first. I may have to tap it first. Or I can do, okay, I know what I can do. Just bring it up and wing it out. Now, if your eye shape doesn't do well with winged out stuff, and you have smaller eyes, you can do a rounded look, which is basically you wouldn't bring it out like I am. You would just kind of like keep it like right closer to your outer edge of your eye. I'll probably make a video on that. And see, this is what I'm saying when like the pigment of things. So like the stickier the base you have, the better pigment you're gonna have for your eyeshadows. And so with me, because they crease so much, I don't have that option. So I kind of have to layer and layer and layer until I get the brightness that I want, which is not fun. And it's harder to do because then at that point, like even sometimes it gets patchy. And that's just how it is. I am going to clean this up. I know this looks messy and you can see all the fallout, which is why I add extra powder at the bottom of my eyes to catch that. Okay. And this is just like the transition shade. Now the reason why I'm using green is because green's my favorite color. And because this is my main name meaning, I wanted to do something more of my speed because this is me. And I know I'm not the only Kayla in the world. So that's why I'm doing it like this. And and I think it's cool. So, okay, I am going in with the Morphe James Charles palette. I did mention this in my last video on why I still use it. I'm not going into it. If you want more explanation there, I will leave that video down below. That was my cancer tutorial. I will leave it down below on why I still use it. Not getting into it. So I am taking Social Blade, which is the bright green, and I am going to put it directly into my crease and blowing it out. And mine actually broke. Funny story, mine actually broke, but I still have it anyway. I never took it back. I just use it. And I am putting this into my crease. And I love like the lime green shades. Like I love those shades. I do. My room, in case you couldn't tell, is lime green. I love the color green. And I'm just putting this in the crease, bringing it to the inner and outer corner of my eye and doing like a windshield wiper motion. Windshield washer. I gotta put windshield washer in my car. Which is why I keep saying windshield washer instead of windshield wiper. Whew, it's a lot. Alright, I'm going back in with the lime green from the BH palette. And I'm going to need to wipe this off a little. You can tell how much it stained my brush. Like, that's legit stained. And alright, well, I'm going back in with that lime shade. And I'm going to blend out the green a little more. And then I'm going back in with the white, and I'm going to blend out that top edge of the eye, because it does look a little bit sharp. I want it a little softer. Okay. Now that I'm looking at it, I need to bring the lime green up a little higher. Sometimes you just have to make adjustments to your eye makeup. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and you just gotta make adjustments. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Some people think that that's a bad thing. It's not. It's just you're learning more about yourself and about your eyes. And when you do makeup. And sometimes you just gotta know what it is. It's like trying out foundations. Like, you know what works for you, what doesn't. Same kind of concept. Kind of. Okay. Now, I need to see if this... It does. Okay. I'm gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette brush. I got this in my Riviera palette, but actually, I think I might have... Do I have a matte green in here? No, it's a sharp green. Okay, never mind. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take the shade Daddy, which is this dark green right here, and I'm gonna deepen up. I'm gonna deepen it up a little bit. And, ooh, that's pigmented. And I'm gonna add this and blend. It's like a St. Patrick's Day eye look. I was going to make a St. Patrick's Day tutorial, but I changed my mind. I just didn't find any interest in it. It's kind of sad, but you know, St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday, but like at the time I had just started on YouTube, and so it didn't really click with me, and then by the time I had the idea in my head, it just never happened. So I'm taking the other side. For the dark green side, I took this side. For the other side, I'm taking the shade Social Blade again, which is the lime green, and I'm going to blend it out in the crease. So I'm basically blending out that dark green shade to make it look less harsh. And the reason why I'm taking this brush instead of the other one is because the other one I feel like is too, just the shape of it doesn't fit with what I need at this point. So yeah. Okay, so a couple years ago this was really famous, so I'm not trying to copy it again or revamp it or anything. I'm just doing this because it's literally in my name meeting. I'm taking the Colourpop concealer, the white one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a crown cut crease. So like a while ago, like years ago, there was a trend going around where people were doing a crown on their eyelids as like a cut crease. And I want to give it a try and see if I can do it. And because my name has literally crown in the meaning, I just want to see how it looks. And just see where we go. Because I'm kind of stoked about it. So, I am taking the concealer. And I'm just going to use the wand. And I'm going to put, this is a liner brush. This is from Ulta Beauty. This is their pointed liner brush. And what I'm going to do is just put it directly from the wand onto my brush. Normally I put it on the back of my hand, but for this, just put it. It's literally like, ooh, this is satisfying. Okay. Now, when this first came out, I watched Nikki Tutorials tutorial on it, and so she did 6 prongs, so I'm gonna try to do 6. I may need to end up doing 7. She did also say to take your time, so I may show you in this side, and then on the other side I'll speed it up, and then just... So, what I'm doing is I'm making little triangles. Oh, that was big. And I'm making sure the top point is very pointed. I might as well fill it in as I go along. You want to make sure you have sharp points, and basically what you're doing, my eye is really watering, what you want to do is make sure the tops are really sharp, and what you're doing is basically making like little triangles. I don't know what's going on with my eye. Oh, something's in my eye. Wonderful. Okay. Back into action. So what I did is basically did little triangles. Now I messed up on this one. So Okay, I didn't quite get to 6. So what I'm doing for the last one is I'm doing the triangle, but I'm bringing it straight back in. And I will probably go back in and neaten up those edges. But this is what I have so far. My eye is really upset right now. But this is what I have so far. And actually, what is in my eye? I don't understand. And actually what I might do is just go ahead and fill in that inner corner. And do the prong like it's coming down like that. And fix it up. Oh boy. I'll go back and clean it up. It's not that big of a deal. But that's what I have so far. I need to fix that. And so it kind of looks like a crown, right? I will be going back in and like neatening them up with eyeshadow and stuff. But for this eye, I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side. So, and you want to make sure you load up with a lot of product, which is something I've also learned while doing this. So, okay. So, this is what I have. I know I was very quiet through that. I'm just going to wipe off my brush. And what I'm going to do is take Social Blade, which was that light green, and clean up these edges and really define those prongs. Oh boy, that took a while, longer than what I thought it would. I'm just taking it on the liner brush. I cleaned off the concealer. And I'm just taking that and really going in and defining where the prongs are and where they are not. And I'm just kind of blending it. Tapping it in. And so they're not even, but you know, it's a good little, oh, it's a good little exercise, you know, really define my creativity. So I feel like I need to clean up this outer edge, and in order to do that, I'm using the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liner in the shade Bump, which is the white. And what I'm going to do is really extend this prong to make it look somewhat even. honestly, at this point, it's just kind of like no holds barred. And I kind of like that extended prong at the end because it looks like a liner, like an eyeliner wing. So I kind of like that effect. So I'm going back in with more Social Blade, and I'm going to tap that and really define the prongs some more. I may have to go in with the dark green and really just kind of define that. This eye's not so bad. This eye's a little different because I have a lazy eye, so okay, I'm going in with the darker green now, and I'm gonna really define those edges, and yeah, so you can see. Okay, now this is what you should have, or something close to it, or whatever. Honestly, it's up to you. You just really take your time and do it. I don't have patience, so I just don't have patience. So after that, you can see that my concealer is creasing, and I'm just gonna tap it with my finger and get rid of a lot of the excess. It's my accent. And then to really make this pop, like really, I'm going to take this Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow in Gold Goddess, and I'm going to put this where the white is and really like make it pop and look like a crown. Ooh, that's pretty. Sorry. Now, obviously for the prongs, you're not going to be able to get in with this, but I have something else that I can use that is just as good. Actually, let me see. You might be able to get in there with it. Okay, maybe not. Well, it was worth a shot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Urban Decay glitter liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and where those prongs are, I'm going to put this where they are because this has a thinner brush. I'm shaking it up because it's got glitter in it. It's liquidy. Okay. Now I'm going in where the prongs are. That's my mom. You can hear her. Okay. So, which I think this was a lot better option. The glitter liner was a lot better option for the prongs, because that liner brush is legit the thinnest brush I have. So, yeah. So, I know that my prongs aren't super sharp. Not all crowns have sharp prongs on them. I was, you know, because I do have a creative gene. I was going to add, like the Queen of England's crown, like with all the fancy, like, the old-fashioned crowns, like the big poofy ones. I was gonna do that, but I don't have the materials or the skill to do that. I even thought about doing maybe a simplified version of it, but it wouldn't have worked out, so, which is sad, you know. I kind of keep mixing up the glitter, which is one of the things that I find is a disadvantage with these glitter liners, is you have to keep shaking them up. I know I'm out of frame. I'm right here. I just keep going out of frame because I need to see close up. Okay, let me see. Yes! Okay. So now, there we have that situated. And it's glittery and pretty. I am going to take more of Social Blade, which is the lime green from the James Charles palette. And you can tell that, like right here, you can see it kind of bled. I don't know why it did that, but you know, we're gonna fix it. And I'm gonna take this and go right in between where those prongs are and really define that. Basically, this crown idea is to define where the prongs are and to define like the triangles at the top, because without those triangles at the top, you don't have a crown. Like, you don't have it. Like, you can see with the other side, you see it's clearly a crown because it's got the triangles. On this side, you can tell it's kind of like teeth. Okay, I'm doing the best I can. I'm not that skillful, but it's an attempt that I am trying. A for effort, you know? I may need to go in with white just to define that top. Where did I put it? Okay. I'm gonna have to go in with Bump again and really define the top of it. Oh man. Oh, messed it up. Alright, well. I mean, well, at least I got the top part that I needed to. Now I gotta get the bottom part again. And I'm just tapping it. It's basically like a back and forth motion. This is all I'm doing, is fixing it up. Obviously, it's going to be different for everyone because everyone has different eye shapes, so, you know. Some may take more time than others. Mine is taking a long time. And where's that liner that I had? Put it back. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not adding Laurel to this. I'm just taking Crown. The crown definition. But I figure Laurel is just plants. It's green. I have green. Man, now this eye's going out. This is not good. Okay. I'm gonna fix this off camera, and then I'll be back to finish up the rest of my face. Okay. I fixed everything and got it to the best I could get it. Yeah. It took a little bit. It took a little longer than what I would like to admit, but in any case, I still got the job done. So this is what I have. I did take some of the darker green and I defined the prongs a little more. Yeah, that's about all I can say about that because I'm very much tired of this. It's just a pain to deal with, and I'm so glad it's over. It's the last time I ever do an idea like this. Because this was a pain. Pain. Oh! Okay. Anyway, back to reality. I am going to wipe away the fallout under my eyes. And wipe that off. And then I'm taking my bigger fluffy brush and this one. I'm brushing away all the powder. That looks really cool though. I ain't even gonna lie, like that looks cool. Okay. On to lashes because I will be adding fake lashes. Oh my god. I am going to curl my lashes first, and then I'm going to add mascara. I'll probably wait till the very end to add lashes, you know. Okay, and for mascara I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash. I have a love-hate relationship with this. As some of you may already know. If you don't, I have a love-hate relationship with this mascara. It's really good for fake lashes. I always use this. Or most of the time. I use this for fake lashes. I don't think I'll add anything for under the eyes. As far as adding shadow for under my eyes, I just don't think it needs it. I feel like it would be too intense. I mean, not to say I don't go intense, but for this look, I kind of just want to do something different and just let it be. Just let it be. It looks fine. I was gonna add like rhinestones and stuff, but I don't have any. Whatevs. It's okay. Alright. Now, on to brows. For brows, I am taking the Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 6. I mentioned this in my last video, but I believe they came out with more shades, which I'm kind of stoked about. Yeah. You can tell she's well loved. Like, yeah, she's loved. And I am going to use this on my brows. I am trying to do my brows. Today is just one of those days where it doesn't want to work with me. I just need to thicken them up. I still have to do them again anyway, so I need to do them for tomorrow, I can tell you that much. I'm gonna bring this out a little more because for some reason when I use this product, it's like it really emphasizes how back my eyebrows are, like they're not even at all. Which I guess is because it has more pigment in it, which I guess I never realized beforehand. I don't know. That works a lot better. And just by coincidence, I like the thickness of like this for my brows, so it fits perfect. Just out of coincidence, I like this thickness for my brows. I think it fits me pretty well. But that's just is what it is. Now I need to take a spoolie and blend that out because that is intense. That is like Anastasia dip brow material, and I've never tried the dip brow. People have told me that it's actually really good. You know, it's just super creamy and it can be super pigmented. But I kind of like that, so I think that would really be up my alley. It's just I don't have a brow brush. Like I have like this, which is what I used to use. But I don't know. Oops. I just don't feel like I have anything that would fit unless I got the Anastasia brow brush that it comes with, or that you get. I need to brush that in. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, let's just brush that away. And really... And what all I'm doing is instead of just brushing it through, I'm kind of like doing circle motions, like spiral motions. Kind of bringing it up and then combing it through. Just to get this. Okay. Now, I'll put this away, huh? For eyeliner, chill out. For eyeliner, I want to put like a nude eyeliner in just to brighten up my eyes but not make them too bright like a white would. So I'm taking this Wet n Wild Calling Your Bluff Kohl pencil. That's the shade name. Calling Your Bluff. Your Buff. Is that what it's called? Calling Your Buff. Yeah. And I'm putting this in the waterline. My eyes have been watering ever since like earlier in the video. I still can't figure it out. See, that gave me a little bit of something. Okay. Bring that back. Okay. For blush, I'm using my Rimmel Maxi Blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks. Ever since I brought this back out, I've been using it. And it just fits me. It's just like the perfect peach for me. And like, it's so light. And it goes perfect with like greens. Oh! Look at it. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It is very powdery though. But this was like $5 at Walmart. Can't beat that. Okay. For bronzers, I'm using my Pure Bronzing Act Matte Bronzer in Light and the Hoola Light. So I'm starting out with Pure. It smells like chocolate. It smells like cocoa powder. Okay, using this. And I put a lot on the brush. I normally don't put a lot, but because, like, I like this so much, and this is so light on me that, you know, it really doesn't, like, it's not so pigmented, like, that it looks like orange on me. It's actually very nice, cool tone. Like, it's not too cool tone, not too warm tone. And I really enjoy it. Yeah, you see? See, it's not too warm, not too cool. It's very pretty. Okay. Now I'm going in with my Hoola Light. And this smells good too. It smells like blueberry. It smells like a blue raspberry lollipop, kind of, but with more like perfumey smell. If that even makes sense. Woo. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to add just a little bit more blush to blend that. Went a little intense. Okay. We're going to blend that out. See that? Once you blend it, it looks good. Okay? Blend, blend. Oh god, blend. Blend. And just to fix all up top, because you can see it's pretty uneven, taking my BareMinerals powder, and I'm gonna lighten that to make it less harsh. Add it here. If you need a full coverage powder foundation, this is it. This is it, definitely. Okay. Okay. Highlighter is just gonna have to wait a minute till I get my lashes on. So, for lashes today, I am using the Eyeliner Definition in number 126. And these are the best fitting eyelashes for me. Like, they just bring out my eyes so much. And I feel like they would really fit this look really well. And I'm going to add some lash glue onto here, and then I'll talk about it. This is going to be long. Okay, I just added a little bit of lash glue. Now this is the lash glue I use sometimes if I don't have winged liner. This is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I find that this has been one of my better experiences with lash glue. I have a black version for when I have winged eyeliner, and it just really, like, Kiss Lash Glue has been one of my better ones. This is the best one I've used so far. It just kind of just stays in place. It doesn't irritate my eyes. I tried the Duo. Is that what it's called? I can't use it. It burns my eyes. It just freaks me out. I don't like it. Ew. So, if you're looking for a really good lash glue, this is it. Okay, I'm going to try these out. These are a new pair, so I haven't had time to trim them. So, yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. disadvantage of adding lashes. Okay, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Way I used to do them. Okay, those are pretty. And boop, they just pop right on. You can tell, they just, boom. They like really bring out my eyes. Okay, I'm going to add my other lashes off camera and curl these lashes and fix them up, and then I'll be back to finish the video, hopefully. Okay, lashes are on. This is what I have so far. I'm so excited. I love these lashes so much. I lost my last pair and I couldn't find them anywhere. And one day I walked into Ulta and I found them and I was like, click, click. I'm so excited. Okay, now on to highlighter. So for highlighter, I am taking the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian. And the best way to apply these is with your finger. I know that's not quite the normal way, or I guess what other beauty gurus do, but I do with my finger because it just shows up better on me with my finger. And it just looks really pretty. And I really love this color, even though it's too dark, but I love this. Like, this is right up my alley. It's just, it's too dark for me. Like, in the light it looks fine, but you can see when I look away, you can see it has like a cast to it, which is so sad. It's so sad. Oh, I hate it so much how this has a cast, but, you know. Oh. And I mean, this is just so pretty. I'm just taking my finger and blending it, but look at that. Look at that. I might have to put this up. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. Cupid's bow. A little more on Cupid's bow. Chin. Oh. Look at that, man. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about it. Like, I know a lot of people are like, okay, calm down. It's okay, it's just highlighter, but you can never be not excited about highlighter. Unless you're one in the few who don't like highlighter, which is, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, to brighten this up, because I do have that cast, I am taking the Ulta Beauty Illuminator in the shade Brilliant Diamond. And this is just straight up white highlighter. And this really will bring this out and really make this pop. And it's sheer enough where it's not too much. I mean, this looks fabulous on its own, but you know, you can tell. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, look at that. Just, I glow, and it's so cool. I think for this video, I am gonna exfoliate my lips. I'm just using my Jeffree Star lip scrub. And I'm gonna scrub. Chocolate covered strawberries. Always a thing. Dropping it everywhere. You know it's good when you wear it. Okay, lid. Get back on. Thank you. Okay, now for this, because I do have foundation on my lips and it's kind of crusty and gross, I'm going to take a tissue and get rid of the excess sugar. And then to bring back some hydration in my lips, I'm going to take the Palmer's Coconut Oil Formula Lip Balm and put that on my lips. And this will also help get rid of the foundation lips. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I am going to take this tissue, kind of pat it, so it's still moisturized, but it's not like crusty. I am taking this L'Oreal Rouge, whatever this is. It's one of their new liquid lips that came out, and I'm going to use the shade I Empower. And this is like a peachy shade, like an orangey peach shade, which goes perfect. In case you can't tell, I'll tell you this in this video, and then I'll make another video for greens and blues and purples and all of those cooler tone colors. Peaches work a lot better than pinks, because I don't know, I feel like with a pink it's just too like overwhelming, but like with a peach or something like that, it doesn't take away from your eyes, but it just kind of brings you just kind of like that little bit of blushy look. I know that's not very helpful, but these are super good. Like, they're super thin but super pigmented, and they dry really fast. Like, this is already almost dry, and that literally took like 30 seconds. Oh, I love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love how my eyes turned out. I love how they turned out. And just to, like, you can see there's like a little bit, but look. There's like a little bit, but. And then to really jazz this up, I am taking the Too Faced Melted Gold Lip Gloss. And I'm going to put this on my lips to really... Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, big glob got on my lips. This would be really pretty over black, too. I should do that one day. Look at that. Whew. That is gold, sweetie. Okay. Finally, now that it's been almost an hour and a half, I am taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and setting this face. Finally. Okay, and now on to natural lighting. Okay, so here we are. Let me flip this way. Oops. Alright, here we are in natural light. Okay, I can't hold the camera like that. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Okay, so here's what I have. Oops, you guys were out of frame. Oh my goodness. Hold the camera, Kayla. Okay, so this is the pretty little eyeshadow or makeup tutorial. And you can see my lips. Like, it's really cool. I'm hoping in the thumbnail it shows up a lot better, but yeah. So this is the look. I'm gonna flip this up. This is the look. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. If you don't, it's okay. I have no problems with it. You know, I'm not the type of person to push people to subscribe. So more tutorials will be coming out soon. And you guys have an awesome day. I will see you next time.